Most people think building condos is just land plus construction. But what they don't see is that years of planning, millions of dollars at risk, or timing that makes or breaks the deal. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how much it costs to build this luxury condo and why this project is perfectly timed for 2028 Olympic Games. So why I'm sharing this, everyone's asking me what the real cost is, and all the numbers online are fake or incomplete. So I'm sharing the reality and show you exactly how much it costs in LA. First of all, the land cost. The land costs about $1.6 million. And then we spent about 3 years getting entitlements, and the design cost about $300,000. And then we also paid about $300,000 in permit fees. So total together, that's $600,000 in soft cost. And that's not including construction interest rates or anything else or reserves. And then the hard cost, as you can see, we just finished our grading and then underground parking here. So the demolition of the previous house cost about $130,000, and it was including demolitions and also asbestos removal. And then the grading and the concrete portion cost us about $1.3 million, and that's after getting 10 bids with our project manager Henry, that after getting 10 different bids to find absolutely the lowest number we can find. Otherwise, it could easily cost over $2 million on all this. And then we're almost finished with our underground parking here. And that's why it costs so much, because we have underground parking here. And we just did the shot quick yesterday, actually. It takes 3 days to cure. So after this, then it's gonna be the foundations, and it's gonna be the framing. Foundations are gonna be about 100 grand, and then the framing will be about $600,000, right? Then after that will be roofing, then plumbing, MEP, everything. I don't remember the detail. Let me look at the numbers here. The HVAC is about 200 grand. The plumbing, the rough plumbing is gonna be 300 grand, and the gas and final is about 50 grand. The electrical is about $271,000. Windows or doors about 150 grand. Elevators is about another 120 grand. We're talking about masonry, another 30 grand. Stucco, 160 grand. Exterior doors, 95 grand. Garage doors, 12 grand. Insulations, 40 grand. Gutters and downspouts is $17,872. Fire sprinklers, $116,000. Low voltage, $25,000. Drywall, $180,000. Paints, $53,000. Interior doors and trimming package, $50,000. Cabinets, another $279,000. Countertop, $74,000, and then flooring, $84,000. Ceramic tiles, $83,000. And then this is the rough bids we had previously. And then, of course, there's roofing too. I can't find the roofing here. It's probably another 100 grand over there. And there's, of course, GC fee, development fees, contingencies, $325,000. So the project totally cost us about $5.9 million. It's 14,000 square foot, 7 units condo. So it's roughly about $400 a square foot to build the whole thing. And then we're selling this whole thing at $11.5 million. So the cost for us, including land and everything else, is about $9 million. We're selling at 11.5. So the profits there is not really high, as you can see, right? We only added another $2 million on top of the cost. And that's why the housing cost is so expensive here, because the construction cost is the majority of the cost here, really expensive. The labor cost is insanely high. Plus the bureaucracy of the cities and the local governments here takes forever to get anything entitled. So the carry cost as well, right, is really, really expensive. Oh, not to mention we have another $700,000 interest reserves that we have to keep for the construction cost, for the construction lending, construction loan interest payments during the construction period. So yeah, the whole thing about 3 years in planning, and then 2 years in construction. We're talking about 5 years projects. Yeah, but of course, when you first get in the project, you don't spend as much money. Then you get to spend the real money when you start construction. So we raised about $1.9 million close last year on Gaia platform. And so the whole project's total cost to date is about $9 million. And then once we sell the 11.5, our return on investment will be about 70% roughly. We're lucky enough to sell them at that price we wanted, which is $800 a square foot. So the cost will be about something a bit higher than $600 a square foot. Yeah, because we have leverage, we have a loan for 5.9. So our total equity is about $3 million. And then so with a profit of above $2 million after sales commissions, we're making about 70% returns for 2 years. Because of leverage, we still have good enough returns to the projects. That's the real cost of the project. So it's 7 different condos, and we have 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom mixed. It's a luxury condo we're selling. The reason why we still do the project, even the margin is not as high, first of all, because of leverage. With leverage, the return is pretty attractive. Secondly, is because we're looking at the whole market trends, and the interest rates will be lower starting this year and next year as well. and we have 2028 Olympic Games coming in LA. So normally during Olympic Games, the whole market price on real estate tends to go up and peak at that year. So if it's going to peak at 2028, we're selling them 2027, we'll be good positions to sell the project at a higher price than we expected. And the location is pretty good too. This place is really close to the hospital, and Glendale is actually considered a wealthier area compared to the rest of the LA area. I think the median income is about $75,000 for the family here. So each condo is going to be selling at $1.5, $1.6 million. It's a bit on the higher end, but I think we'll be able to get that number because of the timing as well. And as soon as the interest rate is lower and then the market demand is higher, also because of there's no really competition. There's literally not much new construction going on at all for the last few years because the market is so bad. So we're going to have a very little competitions, and because we're new construction and the perfect timing, I think when we still make a profit here. So that's the real cost and the risk and profits. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. See you next time.